What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast for the next episode of Deadnaut. In today's episode, we need to make sure that we have everybody equipped appropriately. So taking a look at our threat list right here, we have learned some new stuff about them. However, we know that they're weak versus heat. And if we look right here, a light heat beam has been given to us through our, I guess, mercenary market. I don't really even know what to call this right here, but we're going to add that to our list. We've got a shock axe as well. What does the shock axe do? It needs 4 melee slots. How many melee slots do we have over here? This might be a decent thing to give to somebody else, even though they have a spectral weapon already, so I feel like he'd probably be okay. The spectral weapon is what they're weakest to, but we don't have any spectral stuff yet that we can use. For right here, we need a light spectral scanner if we really wanted to find these guys the easiest. We've got a radio scanner. Can we detect them through radio easily enough? It looks like we can detect them through optical and spectral, and that's the only way. Alright, well, I guess that we'll leave that where it is then. We have a Type 2 Scrambler. Provides access to the ship. It gives +5 scrambling. Got a level 2 decryptor. I'll probably buy that to make my scan soldier a little bit better. For our defensive unit, we still can't get that melee field, and so I really don't see a reason to equip ourselves with anything other than weapons right now. I'm not going to move. So for Paladin right now, Paladin has a warrior suit on or weapon suit. I'd rather just keep the weapon suit on and have another person that can shoot instead of putting a protection suit on here or a shield suit on here and not having the field array that we want. As soon as this medium shield, this melee shield right here becomes available, I'll totally put the protection suit on him and he'll start projecting a melee shield over everybody, which will make our life a lot easier. But up until then, not going to do it. For secondary weapons, for suits, what do we have right now? Oh, we have medium suits available. Well, it might be worth it then. We don't have a... I think they should, one thing that I would say to the developers is you should change this from standard suit to surplus suit. I don't know, it seems like light would not be as good as a standard suit. That's just me and the way that I read things. With a light suit, I would expect myself to be a lot faster and more mobile, but it would not do the job as well as a standard suit. So I would call this a surplus suit, which would denote to the player that this right here is like the worst one that you can get. A medium tech suit, sure. A medium sensor suit, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. If we can afford it, we might as well. If it gives us a better chance to survive, I'm all for it. I don't know if we can't get a medium weapon suit though, which is a little bit disappointing. We spent a lot of our knowledge up right now, but I'm happy with our decisions. We got a sonic pistol, a cyber pistol added, small spectral blade. I keep hoping. So how does the enemy detect us right now? The enemy detects us. It looks like the enemy detects us in some manner optically and spectrally. So if we can get an optical shield, yeah, medium optical cloak right there, it'll probably help out a little bit. However, it requires sensor ports, which we flat out just don't have. We only have 6 do we have a small one around here somewhere? A light chemical shield, a light radio cloak. So as of right now, we don't have the thing that we need, and we don't have the ports to use the one that we want, but hopefully by the time we get into the next mission, we will. Let's go ahead and finalize that order. We'll transmit it. I don't want to spend too much time running around in here trying to figure things out. I think the number one problem that you run into is that based on different menus, a full bar means a different thing, and I think they need to standardize that. So no matter what, if you're looking at offense, defense, or whatever, these bars always mean the same thing. Because as it stands right now, the armor means something different than the resistances, means something different than this over here. So for example, if this is full up on optical, it means that you can be seen with optics. You're bad at being stealthy. But if this is full, it means that you have really, really good resistances to cyber. I would want this to be standardized. So if you have a full bar right here, it means that you're very, very good. You can't be seen optically by stealth. I just want them all to mean the same thing, all the bars. Let's get our re-equipment done right here. We have our weapon suits we can't swap out, unfortunately. We have a medium tech suit. Does that give a lot of weapon power? What does that do? Gives ×1 to weapon, ×8 to sensors, and ×6 to tech. That's pretty good. Let's go find Codorella. We'll give him a medium suit. Yeah, look at those resistances go up. Alright, we're a little bit better off now. And that means we can give him a level 2 decryptor. That's going to use up almost all of his slots. And then he can't use the spectral knife, unfortunately. We'll give him the pistol, I guess, and keep the vigor stims on. With Blippleberry, we need you with a medium sensor suit. There it is again, bumping everything up. We're getting better at detecting things optically, and with radio and with sound, it looks like we're doing a little bit... Oh, that's his defensive. Never mind. Okay, so he's detecting people over here with optical and sound, so that's okay. We'll give him some kind of scanner, I guess. We've got a standard scanner right there. I'd like to have a better one. Is there a better scanner I can purchase? I know we got a little bit of money left. So maybe we can barter that into some kind of like primary scanner that's a little bit better. A medium radio scanner. It's better than what we have, so go for it. I mean, it's not exactly what we need, but it does better, so, you know, it'll fill in for right now, and we should be able to use it. Where is that at? The medium radio scanner? Yeah, that taps him out completely. On the next one, he's going to have to use a pistol, unfortunately, and we're just going to have to live with that. For Buck-a-Barrel. Buck-a-Barrel, what do I want to put you in right now? Does the tech suit come with weapon slots? Like, I really would prefer... The spectral launcher might be helpful. We got the combat knife over here. Can't have the spectral blade. These two should have the spectral blade, I think. Yeah, they can only have the pistol. I was just making sure that I didn't do that wrong. Over here on this side, we could technically give him a... Actually, no, we only have those two. So the light weapon suit still remains the #1 thing that we want on him. Everything's looking good. Let's just get back out there, I guess. That's the best that we can do, I suppose. We want to go to the star map now. We're going to take a look at the next one in our campaign. Neutralize artifacts, and it's going to be with... Did we go to this one already? Okay, so yeah, we did those already. While we plot the course, we're going to execute the jump. I am going to rotate back over here. Let's take a look at some of the aliens we recovered. So we have the Lawarga over here. We can see what happened. So Ensign Diva Kerr stumbled on something interesting while passing through a typically quiet asteroid field. These things are driving me nuts. Mala suggested we coordinate to gather them up and blow them out of an airlock. Okay, so that's exactly the same. Fascinating watching Kavaka and Mala argue about the artifacts, but this is probably going to get ugly. I've asked Keep Hanta to round up a security team. Not sure why everyone's so concerned about Takratho. She has always been jumpy. These artifacts are a great find. I've uploaded information. Looks like somebody set up camp on one of the asteroids. I could think of a better place to take a holiday. God, there's so many dead bodies that we found along the way. Alright, so if you need to swap between ships, this is basically how you do it. And then you can find the retinue, the people that you found along the way, under each flip tab. On this side, we could breach right now. But let's take a look at our campaign briefing, just to give us a guess. It's an industrial mining ship. Sensors picked up many motion. Okay, so integrity is low. Power is distributed to security. So we need to watch out for that. That means the watchers are going to be more active. There's probably going to be security guns all over the place. And the active security priority is to dampen our signals. So that's good. At least it didn't say security and then sentinels right here, which meant that we're going to have a whole bunch of security guns. Many energy fluctuations detected. This right here, the signal damping, it means that pretty frequently our signals are going to be assailed by the enemy. So we just got to watch out for that. Let's breach. It won't let you, as a side note right here, it won't let you breach if you've got somebody who hasn't equipped a weapon or anything like that, so don't worry about not equipping suits and stuff like that. It won't let you off the ship without it. It actually blocks you. It'll gray this out. We're going to skip ahead this time because we've seen this a couple times. Hopefully this first room that we get up into is safe. Alright, so it looks like we breached through the engine room. Let's have a very careful look around for anything that might be helpful to us. Want to be careful about our spectral launcher. Who had the spectral launcher? Let's see here. It was Buck-a-Barrel. So Buck-a-Barrel, by and large, I'm going to have her bring up the rear vanguard just in case. Let's unlock this door. Let's step back. Just be very, very careful about what we're trying to do right now. Blippleberry, what I need from you, throw a signal in there, and we'll see what we can uncover. Alright, looks like we're okay. Send Daka Duckets in, and if he gets shot at, we'll pull him out real fast. Looks like this room's structural integrity is falling apart, but on the plus side, we don't have any security threats. We don't have any security sentinels, so we're going to step in as a group. Let's try and stay together. If there's enemies in here, we're going to avoid shooting at them because this room's going to fall apart really quickly. And I don't know if you noticed, but our only exit is behind this room, so it's in our best interest to not blow this room up. That would be probably the best way to go about our business. We're losing our data signal right now. I don't care about that. One tiny Kentucky nickel. We have a corridor right here. I'm going to close this off behind us just in case. There it is. So that we don't shoot into that room. If you're wondering what my reasoning is right there, don't open it. Close it. There we go. My reasoning is that an enemy has to come through that door now to get at us. Ooh, engine room F is inaccessible. There's type BS now? Okay, so we have type AS and type BS. Hopefully type BS is not as bullshit as its name might suggest. We might have to learn something about the new alien type. I don't like learning when I'm in the middle of an alien ship. Let's step back. It looks like we got a couple of nodes right here running around. Let's take Blippleberry, and we're going to throw a scanner into this room right to there and just like see what's in here. Looks like we have an artifact. It looks like we have a number of enemies in the room. We're going to step back. Actually, I'd like you guys to focus. We're taking damage, though. We need to step away from this enemy, destroy that artifact as quickly as possible. The room is going to destabilize very, very soon. It looks like it's destabilizing right now. Everybody out, 26%. We do not want to be fighting in this room if we can help it. But we have to destroy this artifact. So I need everybody on point right now, but be ready to vacate the premises if you can. So we don't want to be trapped in here. The room is falling apart, but we need to make sure that we destroy everything in here that we come across. There it is. So get that artifact right now. Get that artifact down. Alright, so AS, we've learned something about them. Keep moving. They're very slow and they can't keep up with us. So if we can make this work, the room is destabilizing. Let's get back into the hallway. No more shooting in here. This room is no longer accessible, and we just need to think of it as kind of like a dead zone now. If it gets below 10%, we can't go in there anymore. Stop shooting into the room. You're destabilizing it. Alright, so I need to send one person into here to make sure there's nothing around this corner. And I need this person to be dependable and not make problems for us by shooting at everything that moves. I don't know how you disable fire modes. That's my thing. Is that, like, I'm not sure that fire modes can be disabled. This person's job right now, though, is just to grab all the stuff out of the room. That should have killed off a large majority of the aliens. Actually, I think Duck is taking damage right now. Looking at her health. It's not making the noise, though. It makes a noise when you're in a room that's causing you damage, so I think Duckets may have just taken damage from the aliens. We need to investigate these corpses because we got to make money. That's the big secret right here. Like, if you don't loot the corpses, you don't make anything off this mission, so I'm going to try and stay on it right now. Keep productive. Alright, so we've got another dead alien. Kavag Ka. Let's go ahead and abandon this room. This room is no longer useful to us at all. Duckets, I don't think, likes being alone. Let's seal this off to denote that we don't want to come in here again. This door, closed. Completely and totally closed. Nobody allowed. You go over there and I will cut your hand off with my spectrum knife. Putting us all at risk right now. This location, this is not looking good for us right now. It looks like we may have no choice but to go through this location. Well, it's hard to tell. The room is sealed, but there is a corridor running that way. I'm not happy about this right now. I'm not sure how we're going to get this done, especially if there's an artifact in there. We may have to sacrifice somebody and just kind of like go all in and just like hope that it goes well. Investigation's right there done. Was there anything else in this room? Got a sealed door right there. You can shoot those open, by the way, if you really have an inkling to do so. Wouldn't recommend it because it causes the corridor to vent. It would be a bad idea, but you can do it if you really need a new way through the ship. Alright, so somebody's doing drugs right now. Let me pull everybody off to the side real fast. And what I need is for Coderella to pop this open. Coderella, get up in here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so security systems. Now we need Blippleberry to come down here. Blippleberry, throw your little detector grenade in there, and we'll see what you can do. Actually, don't fight inside that room if you can help it. Like, I would strongly consider not doing that, considering the room is falling apart. Stop shooting. My God, I wish there was a thing you could click next to them to turn off their shooting. Because these enemies right here, like, there's no reason for us to be shooting at them. We can move quickly around them, and we should be okay. Unfortunately, they don't kite and they don't come after you, so you're creating further problems for yourself. We need to find an artifact up in here. This room's about to vent into space, so, you know, stop shooting things. However, it looks like we have nothing in here of interest, I guess. So I guess let's unlock this real fast. We'll move into this corridor, which looks equally as suspect as the last one. Yeah, I think we might be hosed. A lot of the ship appears to be very inaccessible to us. So let's bring everybody back into this corridor. Everything's falling apart on this ship. This is real bad. Send that up to right there. Always step back after you open a door to a big room. Like, seriously, you will regret it if you don't. What you want to do then is throw a signal into there. Looks like we've got a couple more artifacts. And the way we're going to handle this is just bum rush it. We are just going to bum rush it. So let's go ahead and destroy this artifact real fast. Hopefully this room holds together. The destruction that you're seeing is probably from the spectral launcher. Our mission is still incomplete, so we need to actually look and find and see if maybe there's one more artifact around here. Doesn't look like we have one right here. We do have a new alien type that we're going to have to research after we get out of here, unfortunately. There it is. Get it. Get on that thing and take it out. Are we done? No, we're not. Okay, so this room is still not taken care of. We have a power conduit that's focusing on security. Let's head towards the bridge first. I'm going to have Codarella come here and get this door for me. Anybody can hack a door, but Codarella does it really, really quickly. That's why I keep doing Codarella. Okay, so Blippleberry, I need you to throw a signal into here. That's like what I need from you. If there's a gun in there, we need to know about it. Doesn't look like there is. Send everybody in. Get the free loot. We have gotten the schematic for the medium neural trap. I've never actually used a trap in this game, so that might be interesting. We've got Ensign Mech Dang. I need to boost our data signal real fast. Hopefully our video signal or audio signal don't fall off while I'm doing that. It's been boosted. We're going to pull back. Oh, actually, it's being assailed pretty non-stop right now. Okay. Investigate this right here. This ship is getting larger and larger and larger, or these ships that we're breaching are getting bigger and bigger. Step everybody back. Codarella, I'm sorry, Blippleberry, you know the plan. Oh, we got a bunch of enemies right here. Open fire, hopefully deal with them real fast without damaging the ship too much. Because the enemy came from that direction, I'm going to extrapolate that and assume that what we want is over this way somewhere. I can't promise it, but we can look. Step back in case there's a gun. Give me Blippleberry. Oh, there's no gun. That's a corridor. Okay, in we go. Straight down the hallway. It looks like we do have power routed to this cargo hold, which means that we might have some kind of issue in here. Give me Blippleberry or give me death. Throw a scan in there for me. Project it. Okay, so we know that there's one sensor in here, or one relic. Let's go ahead and destroy this thing as quickly as possible. We are going to have a fairly large shootout in here if we're not careful. So what I would prefer to do is actually actively search the room for other things that are useful to us while we shoot at these threats. There we go. A couple more threats down. There's one more. Codarella, let's get... Okay, so we got a medium neural field. That might be helpful later on. I'm not sure. It might be something. I don't know. Their damage has no neural associated with it, though, so I think that it might not be. We kind of just want a melee shield. That's all that I really care about right now. Be careful about that open door right there. Those open doors can be deadly. You can get shot. Like, let's say that you're way back here. A security gun could still shoot you from way over there, so be careful. It can happen, and has happened to me, so watch out for it. I don't see a security gun in here. I think we probably just have a bunch of hack terminals in here. What you're looking for is these little light lines right here. These white lines run to various electronics. And so if there is indeed a security gun in here, what you'll be looking for is you'll want to throw the scanner in the middle of these little white lines, and hopefully you will see whatever is in the room by throwing your scanner somewhere in the vicinity of that. So, you know, just a cursory scan real fast might make it easier. God, these BS enemies get me in trouble. So we've got a door right here that could be unlocked. This ship is enormous, by the way. This ship just keeps going on forever. We're not being attacked that much anymore, so I'm assuming we're getting the lion's share of the enemy relics out of the way. Throw that into there. It's a hallway. Damn. Okay, well, at least that gives us a little bit of light in the tunnel ahead so we can figure it out. We've got a door that runs down to there. Yeah, let's check behind us before we move forward. Let's just make sure. I don't want anything running up behind us and, like, you know, putting spectral tentacles in any place where they shouldn't be. It's concerning. It's part of my job, but it is concerning. Okay, we got an enemy right there. Back up. Fighting him in the corridor. No big deal. We're doing a pretty good job at killing them. We're doing a great job at actually detecting them before we fight. You will note that as we're getting better equipment, you can see that we're detecting enemies before they're, like, right on top of us, whereas before we had a big problem with that. Got a room right here with nothing going on in it except for a whole bunch of dead bodies. It appears as though we had some kind of fight in here. A last stand by the crew, maybe. I love the emergent gameplay that you get from this, though, just by, like, walking through. Ooh, it won't let me investigate that one. We got another enemy coming in off the corridor. And the door just closed on us. That was the sentinel, though that wasn't the ghost. We have an enemy right there. What those little pips above his head mean, I'm not sure. If that's, like, important or if that's something I want to take note of. Like I said, there's not a tutorial for this game. There's a manual. But even the manual forgets to bring up certain subjects, like what those little pips are above the alien. Like, what does that mean? Is that their level? Like how strong they are? A strength recommendation? The little bar to the side is their stealth bar. and then the little circle that goes hollow as you shoot them is both a representation of them and their health. But the little pips that are above, I have no idea what those do. I'm going to put everybody in this hallway in case there's a gun right here, so that whoever opens this door is just like a sacrificial lamb. Paladin, you're expendable. Go for it. Nothing in that room, so we're okay. I don't know if I came through there before. We're looking pretty solid right now. Let's go to the living quarters, I guess, which is better than the rest of the ship, which is basically like an undead ghost quarter. What does that do? Oh, audio signal's been hit. I can't give orders until we get that up. That has to be preserved at all costs. So we put up, let's see here. What does this power node do right here? I forgot from our campaign. Let's see. Our security protocol is signal dampening. Power is put to security. So if I lower this, it means that anything that's over here will actually, the little watchers or whatever, will perform in a subpar fashion, I think. I should probably start focusing on going around and like putting up firewalls and stuff, but since there's no security guns around, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just keep moving forward. Damn, this ship is enormous. Unlock that door, fall back, everybody. What I'm going to have is Blippleberry throw a scan up in that room for me. Let me know what's in there. Alright, nothing to worry about. Let's go in. Just some hacking terminals and a dead body. I'll take that over the reanimated bodies that are chasing us around. I'm definitely not okay with. It keeps dropping my command over here. I think that's due to the fact that people are having like memory fails and stuff. We will want to investigate what the BS type enemy does. AS is pretty simple. It just kind of like follows you around and is really, really resistant to damage. And it's also ethereal. The BS type might be a lot worse. Security camera. Okay, so get back. We got a security gun up in there. Daka Duckets took a shot to the face. Unfortunately, we need to get up inside the security system and fix this. Whew, you got to react quick. Like I said right there, be careful opening doors in those corridors because sometimes there is absolutely, positively a gun waiting right there for you when you open the door. And from an emergent gameplay standard, you can like think about it like this. Your character just opened that door and instantly got vaporized. Like how terrifying would that be? Is that door shut by default? I need to lock people out of here, so let's go ahead and give me firewalls like everywhere. Anywhere that I can run a firewall to, keep the watchers away from me. He's going to go back that way. We've already taken the room right here. Alright, so what we need to do right now, I'm going to leave Codorella right here, but I need a couple people to go forward and throw a scan into that room so that I know where the gun is, because until we have visual contact with that gun, we can't do anything with it. We can't neutralize it. So what I need right now is for Blippleberry, throw me a scan up inside that room. Let me know where that gun's at. Okay, so now that we've got the gun, what I can do is I can have Codorella take that gun now, I think. Yeah, so we have taken control of the gun right now. Now that the gun's been taken care of, we need to hustle though because this firewall is going to go down. We have so many watchers that are working on so many different areas right here that I may actually destroy the gun as a precaution. Alright, the firewall may not have much left in it. Destroy this gun. Just get rid of it. Oh, it comes back up. No! Shit. I didn't know that the gun would come back up and neutralize us when this happens. Run away. Run away. Unlock the door. Unlock the door. It's venting into space. We gotta go. Okay, so everybody's wounded right now. We still have Paladin and we still have Codorella. Oh, that's all bad. We can res everybody, though. We have the money to res everybody. Oh, we lost our scan troop, though. So what we need to do right now... There's ethereal enemies in the hallway. Oh, this is gonna get ugly really, really fast. Okay, so we can clone these guys. Things are going wrong, though, so I learned something today. I didn't know that if you shot the gun, it would come back up. I figured we still had control of it, so it would, like, stay on our side. What did we learn today? We've also lost our scanner, and that's a big, big problem. Without our scanner, decrease security on this node. Get security as low as possible. And then now that we can't throw a scanner into a room, we have a big problem. We have a lot of things to think about. I'm thinking that's probably a gun right there, but there's no way to tell. Don't take Codorella in. Paladin, you go in. And if we get shot at, we get shot at, and that's it. So I just need you to be, like, up in here. Destroy that relic. Codorella, I need help right here. You get in, too. We need to destroy this relic, like, right now. Is this the last relic? If we survive this, damn. Okay, so are we done? Incomplete. No, we're not done. Alright, let's keep looking. We've still got a mission to accomplish. I mean, we destabilized this room, so the reality of the situation is there might be a relic in there. I'm going to search everything else first, But up until we clear everything else, there's no way to know. If there's still an artifact in there, we're going to have to, like, suicide run in there, which is going to get real ugly. Okay, so it sounds like there's actually a security gun in here. I'm going to run past the door real fast. Are we getting shot at? I heard it. There it is. Okay, so we got it. Alright, so he didn't get shot at and we made it. So what I need right now is we've got the gun. What I need, I'm going to put a firewall up right here. Firewall up right there. We're going to take control of this area. When it bounces back, okay, we're going to control that. We're going to unlock this door. Alright, so get in here. We got to move quickly. We need to make this happen. Things just got a lot more tense now that we know that we have very few survivors left. So, we just need to do our job. That's all we need to do is just keep the job running. I don't really want to be in this room, but we have to sweep it for threats. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go to the left right now. Because it looks like the network runs to the left, which means that I should have a hacking location over here somewhere. Damn, we're... Close that off in case they retake control of that gun real fast. We can hack our way out of this situation. Let me make sure... Okay, so we've got time. Let's make a run for the back door right here. The Watchers haven't gotten through either of the firewalls yet. But they might. So my recommendation would be to get through this door as quickly as we can. Close it behind us too so that we don't end up getting shot. This is an enormous ship. My god, this thing just goes on forever. It just keeps running. Like... Look at how much ground we've covered right now. Like, there's just so much. We haven't encountered a lot of aliens, so I've got the feeling that we've probably dealt with most of the artifacts. We're just looking for, like, that one that's off in a corner somewhere. The bridge almost always has a gun on it. We need to be careful about this. I'm sending in Paladin because he's expendable at this point. Without the coder, we're kind of screwed. Okay, so it looks like we're good right here. We are going to have to retake that gun down there to the south before we can cross that room again. Alright, so we got the ship's log. We got all that, which means we've got a lot of knowledge. I can extract right now, by the way, I think, and come back with a full team if you want to go. I think we can. I don't know. I'd have to check on that. They've retaken... Oh, they still haven't retaken that gun down there. Okay. Let's get that door open right there. Paladin, you're my guy. It's just another corridor. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about the corridor right now. Coderella handled this door now. I'm really just kind of looking for that magical thing that says you've completed the mission so we can get the hell off this ship. That's pretty much all that I care about right there. I haven't seen a lot of aliens in a while, though, so I assume that we're still doing okay. They still haven't retaken that gun right there. They will right here, though, if you watch. He'll go over here, see that little thing that he just popped out? He's going to retake control of that security gun right there. And then... Bam, there it is. They've retaken the gun. So you got to watch out for that. Somebody unlock that door and get ready to run. Like, get away from it just in case. In the tech lab. We have a gun in here? Or anything else? No, we're good. God. I'm figuring the final location... He's going to close that door behind us. That'd be so creepy if you were working your way through a ship and, like, a sentient AI is just, like, closing doors and, like, reverting things and messing with you. Oh, that would be the worst. So we already got the bridge. We already got that over there. We can't go back through that room without getting shot in the face. Oh, we have an enemy behind us. Paladin's giving it what for, but that's pretty much all that we have right now. So at least now that we know we're being tailed... Yeah, don't destabilize the social room. Just keep going. This room down here is accessible. Another tech lab. We have no way to scan this room and find out if there's anything inside of it, so... Losing Blippleberry is kind of like the worst person you can lose in the entire group. We're going to investigate these bodies. Alright, this is probably going to turn out to be a longer episode, I guess. There's nothing I can really do about it. Because frankly, we got to find this last thing so we can get the hell out of here. That room's looking unstable. Send in Paladin to have a look. I don't think there's a security gun in here. We're having a lot of trouble tracking down that last artifact. which heavily leads me to wonder if it's in this destabilized area. We're still not out of locations to look, I don't think, but we're definitely running out. If it's in the destabilized area, that's it. That's mission over for us. We unfortunately destabilized an area. You would assume that it would damage the artifact, though, too, and destroy everything inside the room. I don't really know how to fix this. I may try and just destroy the room entirely, because you can actually detach rooms, I think, by shooting them until they blow up, but no idea. The dining room area. We need to hack this, and... yeah, it looks like we're about out of real estate right now. So, dining area. Did we go into the dormitory? I don't know. If somebody hack this, let me know. Here, hack it real quick. What are you doing, man? He must need to be, like, standing next to it or something. There we go. Firewall this real quick. Firewall that. Firewall that if you can make it, to be honest. Okay, so we've taken control of that, although it can, I think... unless we block this off with a firewall, I think it can, like, come back in here. Actually, I think it needs control of that node before it can do anything else. And unfortunately, it's bouncing back and forth between these. I need to lock it off from both sides is what I need. Let's take that firewall. Lock him out. We'll take that firewall in just a second when it goes up to check on that. It's just bouncing back and forth between those two right there. Like, I need this to happen, but it's stopping at that door for some reason every single time. It's through the firewall again. Okay, well, what I can do is I can retake this firewall. Nope, and now it's trapped behind that one. Damn. I am not planning this very well right now. It's shooting at something in there. You saw the turret right there? It just lit up and shot at somebody. So I don't know what we're up against right now, but... I almost made it. I'm trying to hack that thing, but it's just not giving me much luck. The watcher won't, like, piss off and go somewhere else. Come on. Go for it. There it is. Another firewall up, and that should keep them all locked on this side of the building, I think. I think we're out of electricity right there. I think that's the problem, is that he's out of energy. Hacking takes energy, and he's out of it. Yep. That's why it keeps making that burp sound every time I try and hack. So we should be safe, though. Everything should be good right now, he said, not fully knowing if the truth was actually taking place. Let's loot the remainder of these bodies. We don't really need the knowledge at this point because we have so much. However, I am interested in what he just shot at over here. Keep an eye on the network and make sure that they aren't about to break through and reactivate this thing behind us, but... yeah, there's something coming from this way. It's shooting at it. Okay. Having itself a little shooting nanny right there. So, if it came from this way, my estimation is that the relic that it spawned from must be around here somewhere. Just in case something goes wrong, you should always close this door behind you. Just in case. And then we're going to have a look over here and see if maybe I missed one of these things. There it is. In the dormitory. We got to like, get rid of this thing right now. I hope this is the last one. If it's not, we are in deep pantha doo-doo at the moment. Or deep bantha poo-doo, my bad. My tongue is, I'm panicking right now. Because this is real, this is bad. I mean, this mission is going horrifically terribly right now. There's not a whole lot more things that could go wrong here. Alright, so... that leaves us with this room right here that's been vented into space. And that's the only thing that I could think of. Are there any of the rooms we've missed? There's a room right here, and it looks like there might be a corridor off this way. But for right now, we might have serious trouble in front of us. I don't know. This is open right here. If I tell you guys to shoot in there, will you do it? Paladin's a little bit wounded. If he goes in here, he's going to be a lot more wounded. You'll hear that noise. That means he's taking damage from the vacuum of space, and his health is ticking down. I don't see anything in there, though, is the problem. I mean, I just don't know. If it's in there, we lose, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. I'm not going to say that we're done right now, but yeah, if we have to go into that room and take care of whatever's in there, we're toast. We're absolutely toast. Everybody just took a bunch of stims, so you know what? When in doubt, do a bunch of drugs, I guess. The room is unstable. We can't actually get in there, so I guess I'll go around this way. We'll try and find our way through this room over here. Hopefully we'll run... I don't normally say things like this, but I hope we run into aliens before then, because at least that's an indicator of where they're coming from. Destabilizing a room should kill everything inside of it, including mission objectives, I think. But it's not... Once again, the manual doesn't say anything about it. It would make sense to me from a gameplay standpoint, where if there's a really, really dangerous room, you could just, like, blow it up and not go in there. Seems like a decent plan to me. Keep an eye out for bad guys. We have nothing but our eyeballs with which to see them at this point, so... Not necessarily the most trustworthy tool right now. We haven't been down this way. This hasn't been unlocked. We may be okay. Got another storeroom. Hopefully it's in here. That's all that I can... it's not in here. Okay. Well then. Couple more locations to check. I shouldn't have... I made a big mistake with that gun, and it cost us a lot of money, too. We're basically going to give up almost every single... It's going to cost us 9,000 knowledge to res everybody. So... That's just like a thing that we have to deal with now. Okay, so we got an enemy right there, which is indicative that there may be an artifact in the area. But once again, it's coming from a location that I feel like is... Yeah, do your thing, Cotorella. Just shoot this guy real quick. Get some damage in on him. Where he came from, though, it looks like he came from over here in the destabilized zone, so we might be boned. It's definitely looking that way. Not gonna give up hope yet. There might be something useful over here. There's living quarters. Have we been in here? Or did I miss this entirely? It looks like I missed this room completely and totally. I wish that there was some way you could restabilize areas by possibly, like, maybe adding extra life support electricity to the zone. I don't know, it seems like you should be able to restabilize it somehow. But as it stands right now, we have no way of knowing... Have we been in here? It looks like we haven't, because I would have got that corpse already. Paladin, don't let that thing be near you, come on. You're not seeing that right now? How do you not see that? It's right in front of you. There you go, shoot it. Shoot it, please. There we go. Shoot it, 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 right up in its face because it's not human. Die. They probably just want to have space hugs or something. That's what I figure, is they're just like, oh, we just want to cuddle. You know how cold and lonely it is being a ghost? We just want to cuddle, and you're not letting us do that, and it makes us upset. All they want is one little ghostly cuddle. I mean, well, we better hope that it's down in that area in that other storeroom, because I wish they would open doors on their own if you clicked outside. Or maybe if you, like, shift-clicked or something, they would do it. We can look in Dormitory A. I wish that you could also take control like the security system or something and just like figure it out, you know what I mean? I'm not going to mess with that room anymore until we look at everything else, I guess. I don't know. I just don't want to lose anybody else. If I lose anybody else, it makes this whole thing a giant bust for us. So you guys are getting a long-ass episode today. Lucky you, lucky you. If I had known it was going to be this long, I would have cut it in half. But you know what? We've already like gone this far, so it's like, eh. Did I walk right past that body without looting it? See, also the problem is with my perceptive abilities. Is like sometimes I just walk past stuff. We'll still have 11,000 knowledge after this game if we survive it. I think it's definitely getting worse though, although we are kind of onto our enemies. We're getting better at like defeating them. It's just like I need weapons that affect them at this point. Like heat beams seem like a good idea. I forgot to equip heat beams on everybody and I just realized it. It took me 40 minutes to realize that I forgot to equip heat beams on people. Please tell me, oh my god. It's got to be in that other room then, unless there's... Oh, there's a door right here, maybe. Maybe? Where is that network going? I was going to say, it's got to be going somewhere, right? Storeroom F. Did I go down in there? It seems like I wouldn't have missed this, but... The door's already open. I don't know. Let me make a... Oh, we missed a door back there, too. Oh, my God. There's so many places we haven't gone yet. And there are so many watchers bouncing around. Like, I'm starting to realize how many watchers are on this network. It's like 50 of them. It'd be hilarious if the watchers could close a door on one of your guys and would, like, cut them in half or something. It would also be terrifying and terrible. But at the same time, it would be kind of awesome, too. It'd be like that scene from Resident Evil where she tries to get up into the elevator. Exactly like that. Or like with the lasers. Oh, that laser security system. So legit. That's the kind of security system I want in front of my house. Just in case like haters keep coming by. Just like laser them into little like doggy chew style chunks. Alright, let's keep trucking. I was going to make a cut and just try and find this last artifact, but I don't know. It's got to be around here. We haven't seen any aliens, though, which is really indicative that we're not... There he is. It's in this room. Okay, so we got one right there. Oh, you closed the door behind me? Hold on, let me... Is he still over here? Or he glitched through a wall? Now, the only thing that could go wrong right here is a security system. So I'm going to look real fast. We didn't get shot at, so that's a plus. There it is. Get it. Get it! Get rid of that nasty little hokum pole, man. Get rid of that thing. We're still incomplete? Oh my god. How many of these things are there? Like, why do these people keep bringing artifacts on board? Like, you'd think somebody would realize that this is a bad idea. All I can do now is just try and sort it out and see if maybe we missed it somewhere, because I think that's the last room, right? No, there's one over there in the galley. Okay, so we're still good. Damn, longest episode ever. This thing's gonna take like a decade to render. I can tell you that much right now. It's gonna be like, oh man. Although the game isn't that graphically complicated, maybe I'll just turn down the graphics a little. I'll turn down the bitrate a little bit, make it go faster. It'll be okay. Let's unlock this door right here. I'm surprised we've made it this far. The reason we have, I think, is because we neutralized most of the threat before anybody else, like, had to deal with the mission at hand. I think we neutralized the lion's share of some of the... I'm thinking my guys might be tired or something. I don't know. They're moving kind of slow right now, and it's making me nervous. Well, last room. Time to hope. Well, we're not getting shot at. There it is. Okay, so we got another one. Let's get rid of it. While watching out for enemies. If there's enemies around, we just need this thing to go. Are we good? Okay, escape hatch. We're done. Let's go ahead and search for any free data or any free stuff that we can steal out of this location. But up until then, escape hatch should be pretty close, actually. Oh, never mind. I was underestimating. There's one right there. There's none in the cargo hold. I don't know why you would have an escape hatch in the cargo hold anyways. We don't have any. Alright, we're just going to have to go back the way that we came then. Out we go. We're going to survive this, everybody. We're going to make it after all. We are going to have to pay people off. What's wrong with Codorella right now? Cooperative skills boost, suspicious of Paladin. Why are you suspicious of Paladin? Paladin's been like your homie this entire time. You guys have been keeping each other alive throughout the course of this entire adventure. Like, you call it adventure, I call it a slaughterhouse. I just want the hell out of here. So we'll actually have 14,000 knowledge left after we get done with this. It won't be too bad. This hallway should still be stable. I think if we can get down and through out here, we should be good. So, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Deadnaut. Very intense little game. You guys can see how it goes right now. The game is so intense. So very, very intense. I will see you all, I guess, in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do. It's time to extract.